Hi, my name is Michael and I teach trumpet and piano at REW Music. I think the best thing about teaching music is showing people how something works that they really enjoy. As might sound like kind of a confusing answer, but I think that we as human beings, we all love music. Like there's not really any person out there who doesn't enjoy music to some extent. And you don't have to be a musician to enjoy music. And that's something that makes it kind of special. Like I think in other areas of study, like you kind of have to know a little bit about math to, you know, to study mathematics and to be a mathematician, but you can enjoy music from, a very, very young age and with little to no knowledge about how it works. And so there's always a lot of great moments when you're teaching someone where you show them how something works that they've heard before and they get that, oh, that's how that works and I can do that now. I had no idea. I just knew that I heard that and I like the sound of it, and now I'm able to realize that on my instrument, and I think that's always a really amazing moment. Yeah, I'm someone who I like to play a lot of different styles of music, and I try to incorporate that in my lessons as best I can. I like to think that I'm someone who can work on a lot of different styles of music with someone. I have a bit of a background as a classical musician, and then also a lot of background as a jazz musician, but I've also played a little bit of music on the popular side of things. I've played in some kind of rock and roll kind of blues bands and things like that. So if there's a style of music that a student wants to learn, then I believe I'd have the tools to teach them about it. There's so many styles of music out there, and all of them are valuable. Like there's I think it was Duke Ellington that said there's only two kinds of music. There's the good kind and the other kind. So there's no style of music that's going to hurt you to try to learn. If there's something you really want to learn, then we'll learn it. The most fun lesson I think that I have ever given was with a student who was starting to really figure some stuff out on the trumpet. Like they were really playing a lot of really cool stuff, but then the rhythm was just on the cusp of being good enough to where they could play with other people. And he was working on a jazz standard. I don't know if you've ever heard the jazz standard. It's called On the Sunny Side of the Street. And he finally got to the point where he was playing it and he didn't really need my help to walk him through it. And I actually set my trumpet down and I just turned around and started playing the piano with him, accompanying a trumpet player on the piano. And his eyes kind of lit up because he was like, holy cow, like we're making music together. It wasn't, and that was where we kind of broke the barrier of like, this is no longer an exercise that you are using to get better at your instrument. Like we are making music right now, and we could almost record this and play it in front of people, and people would really, really enjoy it. And that's always a really fun moment when people really break through that and feel like they're genuinely making music, and it's a lot of fun. Some of the challenges with auditioning in the musical world, at least, is that it can be very intimidating. It's something that's very scary. You're playing something in front of someone else who's, usually a nice person, but it's hard to not kind of have that thought in the back of your head that someone's going to judge me and put me up against other people playing the same piece. But one thing you have to remember is that you're working with people who want the best out of you, like they're not there to tear you down. It's something that you get used to as you go. In high school, you're auditioning for things like all-state music, and then in college, you're auditioning all the time. You audition for a scholarship, and you audition for, you audition into the groups that you play in, and it gets less scary as you do it more, and you kind of build confidence in yourself to be able to play. And the key is to really practice. If you know something really, really well, then you're gonna be successful at it. Another thing that's important to keep in mind is that performing is never the same as practicing. You can never expect yourself to play something exactly the same way that you were playing it in a practice room, even 10 minutes before. So to not beat yourself up afterwards if something doesn't go exactly right. But if you put the work in, then you'll have something that you should feel good about.